Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric, and I just got out of a workout class, which is why I look super cute, but I'm here today for a recipe video. So today I'm going to show you how I make this low-carb bacon cheeseburger casserole. I'll definitely talk about it as I'm making it, but it's super easy to adapt to keto. I've mentioned before, personally, I favor lower calorie, lower fat options, just that fits better within my personal macros at this point. But if you're keto, you want to up that fat, there are a ton of ways to just use full fat options with the cheese, with the meat, all of that. So really adaptable for both keto low carbers and those going more low carb, low calorie. Anyways, I really love this recipe. I make it a lot. It's really quick, easy, and delicious. So if you want to see how I make it, stay tuned. All right, I am here today to show you how I make this low carb bacon cheeseburger casserole. Just to note, a reminder before we get started again, I make this version as a more low calorie, low carb option. If you're doing keto and you'd like to have higher fat and higher calorie, please do feel free to substitute any of these more low calorie options with higher cal options. A lot of them I did specifically choose to bring the calories down, but it's really easy to bring up that fat if you'd like. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and use a pound of lean ground turkey. I'm going to use about 6 tablespoons, I believe, of these bacon bits. Of course, you could use regular bacon if you'd like, just cooked and chopped. I got a tablespoon of dried onion flakes, a tablespoon of dry ranch mix. I'm going to use a half a cup of this fat-free cheddar, and then a half a cup of this light 3 cheese cheddar or cheese blend from Trader Joe's. I'm going to use 4 large eggs. I'm going to use one of those single-serve containers of fat-free Greek yogurt. And then I'm going to use a half a cup of whole milk. Normally, I would personally use fat-free milk. I just happened to be out, and this is what I had on hand. And then I don't use this because I don't like mustard or ketchup, but if you do, for more of a cheeseburger feel, you'd want to add in 2 tablespoons of reduced sugar ketchup and then 2 tablespoons of mustard as well. And of course, if you want to add in pickles or anything else that you like to add in for a more cheeseburger type feel, then all of that is of course welcome. All right, to get started, you're going to go ahead and take that 1 pound of lean ground turkey, put it in a pan and go ahead and brown it. So I'm adding some salt, and then I'm just going to go ahead and let this brown. I think this took me about 10 minutes or so. And of course with turkey, it doesn't really get super brown. But if you're using, ground beef, whatever you have, just go ahead and cook that through until it's no longer pink. And then once it is cooked, you'll go ahead and mix in. I turned off the heat, and then I mixed in my bacon bits, the 1 tablespoon of minced onion, and the 1 tablespoon of the dry ranch mix. I had that already mixed together, and I went ahead and mixed that in. If you want to add in mustard or ketchup, about 2 tablespoons each, I would recommend of those. You'd go ahead and add those in now as well. So while the meat is browning, I'm going to go ahead and make my egg mixture. So I'm going to put in a half a cup of my whole milk, and I am weighing it. You can use regular milk or cream if you're on keto. And then I've got my yogurt. I think I said I was going to use the whole container, but that was a lie. I'm actually only using half a cup, so I'm weighing that in here as well. And then I have my eggs. So I am using 4 large eggs, and I'm just cracking them into this bowl here. Don't be like me and choose a small bowl. Make sure you get a large bowl, because what we're going to do now is mix everything together, and it was kind of difficult for me to really get in a good mix while in such a small bowl. But you just want to mix it until there are kind of no lumps, and the egg, the milk, and the Greek yogurt, or if you're doing keto, you could use sour cream as well. Make sure they're all mixed together really well. All right, so now that we have everything all ready, I've got this 8x8 baking dish that I'm going to go ahead and spray with cooking spray. Whatever spray you want to use is fine. And then we're going to take our meat mixture and we're going to just put that in the bottom of the pan. So just dump it all out into the bottom of your baking dish and kind of spread it out evenly. And then once that's spread out, you're going to go ahead and top with 1 cup of cheese. So again, I'm using a mixture of the light 3-cheese blend and then the fat-free cheddar. And I'm weighing it, so that's why it's on top of a scale. But you want about a cup, and in my case, I'm using half a cup of each. And once you've got that all topped with cheese, you're going to go ahead and take that egg, milk, and Greek yogurt mixture and just dump it on top. And then I'm going to go ahead and evenly spread it out. And then you're going to go ahead and put it in the oven uncovered for 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And when you bring it out, you'll see in the next thing it's going to be kind of brown on top. So of course your mileage may vary depending on if you use different ingredients and how far out you are, how much you can eat at a time. But for me, this gave me 8 servings. I believe they were about 4.5 ounces each. And per serving, it is 176 calories, 23.1 grams of protein, 6.9 grams of fat, 2.7 grams of carbs, and then 0.1 grams of fiber. So it is a high protein, low carb recipe. Mine is fairly low fat, but again, as I mentioned throughout the video, it's very easy to make this a higher fat recipe to work better if you have keto macros. And as you can see, it came together really fast. It's really delicious. It's great for meal prep, for breakfast, for lunch, for dinners, and great to feed a family. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next meal prep video.